Hello everybody. I promised to make this video, but unfortunate events prevent me to making it. I know a lot of people expect that video. It was about the post that I made on Facebook about demisexuality, or let me just get the whole post that I made. The main reason to become demisexual is to learn the sacred sex. The demisexuality is a process when you lose the old self, ego-based knowledge of sex, and you have to learn the old self to learn the new self. The learning of the sacred sex is to use your soul vibrations, transform them into physical touch. Begin while you lose the lust, the desire for flesh, and the animal part of sex. How do you know you begin to be a demisexual? You go watch porn for a long time and you will feel nothing at all. Your physical desire for sex will still need something else. Your physical desire will still get this, that you need a soul added to the sex. So here is me making the video about this, and want to say that the demisexual, it's a person who doesn't have a sexual desire unless there's a strong emotional connection attached into it that release the desire for sex. Otherwise, there is no sex, there is no desire for it. Very spiritual personality always been looking at for this, or they've been demisexual. Buddha became demisexual. Jesus was demisexual. If you take a look at it in the Catholic Church, itself, this part of you denied your sexual needs is needed. But why all of a sudden this has become normal for awakened people? Why this demisexual problem start to exist? And I start looking more and more into it. I start digging more to this stuff, and I came on to the point that when you go out and you awaken yourself, you start evolving. So when you start evolving, the old templates doesn't work anymore. The old rules doesn't work anymore, and let me go back a little bit so we can have this linked one to each other. Awakened person is someone who finds its reality. Reality, there is a soul, and the world, it's not the way it's presented to itself. The real reality is you to work within the soul, and you have different, more completed real life. You don't have this sleepy, you don't have this orders from others, you don't based anymore on the society, based of lifestyle. You become awakened and see the reality, what is it actually looks like. You get yourself unplugged from the matrix. The matrix that says, well, you're born this kind of religion, you're gonna stay there, this is who you are. You are born of whatever income family, you have to get to this and this, you have to get to that and that, and you have to get married, you have to have a house, you have to have a kids, they have to have a kids, they have to get better, and you die, and that's it. Compared to the matrix we're talking about, is that when you awaken, you find out all that stuff, it's a BS. Basically, that's the biggest bullshit you ever seen. And when you wake up with sometimes creates a lot of anger. And specifically within the twin flames, when they wake up, they have these vibrations between each other, even though it doesn't matter what the situation is. They find out that it's like, what the hell I've been all my life? What's going on with this? What's that story? And at that moment of awakening, it doesn't matter if you're a twin flame, soulmate, or you just awaken on your own. At that moment of awakening, you find a realization. And when you find the realizations, you become awakened. And you start evolve. And when you evolve, an awakened person, the way the changes are happening is they first happening up in the soul, then they change of the way you're thinking. They start changing of the way you think in your head, then of the way you feel, which is in your heart. And the last part, which is we're going to be talking about, is the sex. And the reason is this sexual desire is that you have to understand too that as an awakened and reality person, the sex is more sacred. The sex is something more. The sex is not just a physical satisfaction, because people who start doing it, they can do us this satisfaction. Guess what? There is no satisfied again, and they look for a different satisfaction. They try to add something else to it. You probably experience during in your life that even if you are married in a marriage and you do it, you making this love, physical, sexual love, and there's something's missing. You're always trying to achieve something, you don't know what that is. And here is the part, you missing the soul vibration of love. That magical touch of soul vibration that when someone touching you, your whole body vibrates, and you don't even need a word, you don't need anything. All you need is that little touch. And that will take the vibrations all over your body, and you're like, what's going on with this part? Or they can even look at you and you have these vibrations all over your body, simply because the soul vibrations give the maximum amount of love out. And some of the twin flames have this experience that when they focused so much towards their twin flame, that energy, those vibrations, they're too high, and the other side is not ready to receive this. They're not awakening. They don't understand those vibrations. They don't understand this part of oneness yet. But you are on a high level, because all of a sudden you're an awakened. You're the awakened one, and you're doing this part. So over your journey and your learning, all of a sudden you feel this demisexuality. You don't look in it for the sex. You're looking for the real love. And if you're trying to do something and getting to something, you feel this incompletion. This part that even if you do it, or even if you're helping yourself somehow, something is not right, something is going on, something is missing. And you start looking into it, start getting to this process. And that happened to me. I was awakened from my spiritual guides, and they're like, you need to look porn, you need to figure out this part. I'm like, guys, are you kidding me? Me? I'm not interested. Even if I watched it, I done this 3 years. I watch porn, nothing happened to me. What am I supposed to watch? Just watch there. Okay, so I went, I watched for hours and hours until I figured out that doesn't matter what I watch, I needed to learn something. And you need to learn something on your own. You have to get to this point that you'll be guided of what you need to learn. Because those kind of vibrations that I'm talking about, you might see it somewhere from someone somehow the vibration that you need to learn. Okay? And those demisexual stuff will comes in to you when you're ready to learn them. You're gonna open that box of demisexuality and you're gonna explain it to yourself first. But this is the inner work for you. If you're a male, you have to look at it. What did you do in your previous connections, in your previous situations? What was that part of the thing? What is your new understanding now about love? If you're a female, you have to see, did you ever share yourself fully? Did you open up yourself fully? Did you allow this part of yourself to open? It's the same as the male, did you open fully? Did you hide something deep inside of it? Because everything, it comes into the final stage, which is to be your true self. When you're true self, you have nothing to hide, nothing to really worry about it, because guess what? You're true self. You have no more filters, nothing to hold on to it. You just say what you need to say, how you need to say it, to whoever you want to say it. And you're not gonna give a crap of what's going on, simply because you are you're yourself, you're a true self. And this part of demisexuality, to go back into it is to focus you to seek different level of sexuality. You to forget this desire for just the flesh, to touch, to grab, to do it, to satisfy yourself, and then you have to satisfy yourself again. And you continue to look for something, but that something will not come up until you don't possess this soul vibrations inside. Because in a relationship, we talk about this at the beginning of the traditional relationship, not the soul connection relationship. The traditional relationship, it started first of they liked each other physically, then they form this bubble within the heart, they love each other, they get married, and after the marriage they try to work out this love to go up inside of the soul, but for some reason, one way or another, this connection within the soul doesn't work like that. It doesn't exist like that. It's trying. People go to church or people get very spiritual and try to make this connection to goes up. And even if you have a meditations or anything, you have to work hard. You have to put a lot of time and effort you to do this. Something that should becomes a naturally. So over the time in the traditional relationship, this is too hard. So they go back and the love just disappear. And all it's left is you go to work, I have to take care of the kids, I have to do the laundry, you go cut the lawn, and I'm gonna go ahead and make the dinner. And then they go to bed, they do the thing, and the next day is the same over and over. And over the time, between them, they feel something's missing. And if they're true to themselves, they will start looking at what it is. What happens is right now, in this period of awakening, when we awake, we find the parts. So to go back to this traditional relationship, in the traditional ship, the love just cools off and start become just we're living together, or disintegrates, or just dissolves. The two personalities, they kind of like and they just living on whatever. Compared to the soul relationship first is made it through the soul and looking to open up more and more, and then it moves to the heart. When it moves to the heart, the soul and the heart, they're working together, and they're like, okay, there is this issue, that issue, this issue, that issue. You have to learn and experience to have the understanding. I talk about this part, understanding. When you understand the things, you understand them the way they are. And that part of it's crucial. If you don't understand the things that you're going to do, whatever you do it without understanding, and then it creates more mess. And that's why the demisexuality comes in. You to understand the proper way of love is not the flesh, it's not the physical, it's not this animal part. The love, the sex is sacred, is something special, more special than you thought about it before. You touching someone who is a part of the universe, you touching with your vibrations another part of the universe. You're not just touching a body, you're not just loving the body, you're loving the universe. And those are new soul vibrations that will be amazing, that will be spread out, that will be taught, that will be learned. But that will happen over the time, because within the soul relationship, the last part that comes in is the physical. The sexual part is at the end. Not like the traditional relationship, the sexual part is first. And if you're demisexual right now, you gotta be very excited, because you probably complete the soul and the heart learnings that you need for your life. You can't learn everything that everybody say you have to learn, you have to learn, you have to learn. Once you learn everything, you shift to next one. And if you're demisexual right now and you work on demisexual problems, you already fix the soul and the heart learnings of vibrations. It's time for you to learn the vibrations within the body, within the sex, so you can fully embody the soul. Because this part is the crucial to go down, to get into that part. So you can right now not only walk, not only talk, but now you're gonna be acting physically as a soul on all levels, and that is also include sexuality on it. So I'm so excited for you if you're on that stage. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we're looking forward for your comments. Be love.